cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic, and taking a little bit of a dive. Volume is stagnating. Bitcoin at 70,930, Ethereum 2,191, XRP 132, BNB 595, and Solana at 82. Market's taking a bit of a hit. The uncertainty in the Middle East is spelling pretty bearish, but it's happening. It's happening. Another day, another dollar. Let's jump to it. Welcome. Got to be some good coins coming out tonight. Last night we saw Chair. We caught it at 20,000 market cap and ended up pushing all the way up to 800,000 for a clean little 20x. Hoping that there's going to be another banger today. Donald Jesus Trump. Yep, Donald Jesus Trump. This was a Truth Social post where Trump posted an AI edited video or image of him as Jesus over the United States. Is that what I think it is in the background? Why? You guys see that on the bottom left? Isn't that like the Capitol building, but it's exploded? Am I tripping? Why is the Capitol building exploded in this image? Chat, are we good? Predictive programming? Jarvis enhance. Jarvis, what's going on back there? We just have to keep going. We just have to keep going. Donald Jesus Trump. Like, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? That's the Capitol building, but why does it look like that? Are we good? Chat? I'm a little bit worried. Anyways. Yeah, this thing ran like crazy. This was a bit of a no-brainer. Good to see you, Fluffy. Good to see you, everyone else in the chat.
This is a crypto rap.
Bit of a no-brainer. He posted this on Truth Social. Obviously, it's very, very divisive. It's very controversial. People say he's healing Jeffrey Epstein. It does kind of look like Epstein. Exclusive. He's bringing him back from the brink. He's bringing him back from the brink, chat. We're all going to make it. He's got Epstein right there. He's got his hand placed on his head, and he's bringing him back to the brink. That's crazy. All right, nice. Let's keep logging in. A true story. Mr. Saito sold his wealth to build a dog shelter in Japan. The CTO is from Japan. What's the coin called? How did you get those lines on the chart that tell you all the top holders' entry and exit? You can find them all on the top right here under chart settings. This is average buy line, average sell line, top holder buy line, top holder sell line. This is watched KOLs, sell lines and buy lines, etc. All right, let's jump in. So yeah, that Donald Jesus Trump coin was kind of a banger that just came out. A couple of coins that have been showing up in the past few hours. We got These Nuts. These Nuts. I'm assuming this is inspired by the Justin Bieber performance where he played the D's Nuts video, but honestly, the coin looks pretty ass. Or I guess it looks like nuts. This thing topped out at 624,000. Now it's at 488 and climbing. This is Random Coin, RND. This one slipped past my radar earlier today because we should have seen this on my last two streams, but we just didn't. Apparently, it's another coin created by the dev of Dogecoin all the way back in 2013, one of their first attempts at creating a meme coin. We've seen a renaissance of meme coins create. Oh my fucking god, he actually did it. He actually did it. Do you guys see this? That's Billy. That's the Dogecoin dev. He actually claimed 250 SOL from this project. That's pretty crazy, honestly. That guy is so broke. You know, for being someone that invented a cryptocurrency that's currently over a multi-billion-dollar market cap, he is one of the brokest developers in crypto history. Imagine inventing a company that was worth billions of dollars and being so broke that you have to claim 250 SOL from a Solana meme coin. This guy is honestly embarrassing. And his story in crypto has to be one of the most embarrassing stories in crypto history. He built a multi-billion-dollar blockchain. He built Dogecoin, the most popular meme coin of all time. But he sold his entire holding of Dogecoin. His entire holding. He sold it for a Honda Civic, a gently used 2001 Honda Civic. He sold his entire stack. That same stack, if he had waited just 3 years, would have been worth over $100 million. The guy sold his entire stack for a 2001 gently used Honda Civic. If he had waited 3 years, it would have been worth over $100 million. He could have bought a Honda manufacturing plant. He could have bought 3 Honda dealerships. He could have bought a mansion, a 2026 Honda Civic, etc., etc. Now he is claiming Sol on Solana meme coins launched, giving the fees to him. The guy is honestly an embarrassment, I'm not going to lie. He didn't even have conviction in his own project. And that was after, it wasn't like Doge was nothing at the time. Doge was catching steam. It was running up. It was really impressive at the time. They had already accomplished so much and had such a strong community, and he faded them. He faded them. Imagine selling your entire stack. Imagine selling 100% of your supply for a Honda Civic. The guy had so little belief in his own project, so little belief in cryptocurrency as a whole, that he sacrificed his entire holdings for a beat-up Honda Civic. Honestly, the guy's a joke, and we shouldn't give him the time of day, let alone give him fees on a coin like this. The guy is literally the opposite of what we want to teach in crypto. We want to teach people to hold long-term, to have belief, to defy the odds. Instead, the stupid son of a bitch sold his full stack for a goddamn used car. Miserable. Fuck that guy, honestly. I'm glad he missed out on $100 million. His low conviction is disgusting. Donald Jesus Trump, currently at 294,000, topped out at 330K. If you guys are buying into this right now, I don't know what to tell you guys. Sure, there's always a possibility that this continues to run, but in my opinion, this thing is already seen pretty close to the top. Maybe that's a little bit too bearish of an assessment. I could definitely see this riding up a couple 100K more, but yeah. If you didn't get in this under 100K, you gotta just pack it up. Did I see that right? Is Tappy Bird at $500,000? Oh no. Kyoko, long-term play. Brother, the coin's at 10,000 market cap after 19 days. How long you want me to wait? Long-term play, long-term, and it's at 10,000 market cap? Who are you, the Doge dev? That's garbage, bro. Pack that shit up and take it out of here. What the hell is long-term about an AI-generated koala? I'm not Australian, bro. I don't give a fuck about koalas, bro. This thing topped out at 46,000, 25,000 in the middle. Ended up rugging twice. I don't know about this one, honestly. Let's keep looking. What are your thoughts on Alone's house? It's one of the craziest stories to happen in crypto recently, honestly. I guess I'm not surprised that it happened because everybody ends up getting doxxed in this industry eventually. And the guy did use his literal real-life name, so that makes it a little bit easier. But I guess I'm just surprised it didn't happen earlier. Ansom's whole family got doxxed pretty early on in the whole crypto thing. How come we got 34 people watching us right now? That's honestly embarrassing. Where are we at, chat? I'm about to end this fucking stream right now if we don't get this viewership up. Let me go open some windows. I'm gonna go open some windows. When I come back, if there's not 4,000 people in here, I'm gonna crash this bitch with no survivors. I'm crashing out right now, chat. I'm crashing out right now, chat. You already know what the fuck going on. All right. About to crash this bitch. All right, we're back up to 50. That's nice. Good to see you all. It's 6 a.m. in Europe, man. Most of your audience is European. Are you serious? There's no way that most of my audience is European. Snoopy says, why do koalas have chlamydia, chat? The better question is, why do I have chlamydia? Womps, it's good to see you, bro. How you doing? I'm doing great. Another day, another dollar. Something came in the mail today. Was it
This is a crypto
these nuts? Gotti! Yeah. 315,000 and climbing right here. Recently topped out at 396. I don't know, chat. Let's get an over-under on this. Chat, put a W in the chat if you think Donald Jesus Trump is going to $1 million market cap. Put an L in the chat if you think that it's not. W in the chat if you think it's going to crack 1 mil. L in the chat if you think that it's not. W, 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 L, L, W, 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 L. Seems to be more W's than L. I'm not going to lie. Seems to be more W's than L. I think it can hit 500K, not 1 million. I think that's a pretty fair assessment as well. Chat seems to be pretty bullish on it, though. Let's draw a line at 500K, which is right around here. It's the 500K line. And 1 million is all the way up here. It's quite a line. This is the 1 million line. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Zach says, yo, I've got 170 soul. Should I dev a coin? Sure, bro. You want to lose 170 soul that bad? Paladin says, too many W's in the chat. I'm getting out then. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Usually chat is wrong about everything, so. We need our Lord and Savior Tolly to tweet something about this. 0% chance that Tolly tweets something about this. If Tolly tweets something about this, I give away a Solana in my chat. DJT, Donald Jesus Trump. Speaking of, I'm sitting on a $150 giveaway that I still need to draw.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
It's $150 that I still need to draw. Gordon says $7,000 for the first person to message me with hope. Well, Gordon, you don't have much hope because I'm giving $7,000 for the first person that goes to your house and bash open your kneecaps with a baseball bat. So good luck, you hopeless son of a bitch. How can you lose if you're a dev? Well, just nobody's going to buy that shit. So you spend all this money on all the stuff that you think you need to spend money on for being a dev, like volume bots and Dex update and Dex boost and et cetera, and then it doesn't go anywhere. Can you check D's Nuts coin? I'm sorry, little bro. You're literally investing in testicles. You're literally investing in testicles. And they rug pulled. Where's the redeeming factor here? What is your fascination with male genitalia, bro? You seem to be really enthusiastic about a coin that's literally just nuts. Are you serious? Nuts. Why is your gifter badge so low if you're a millionaire? Are you serious, bro? Why don't you give people more galaxies if you have so much money? Because what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What do I get out of that? I don't even watch other people's streams. The only other streams I watch are Crime XBT and Izadi.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Sometimes I'll watch Bullish Babe. Sometimes I'll watch, I always forget the name. The morning show, Rise Up Morning Show. Sometimes I'll watch Caveman. Caveman's a good one. Yeah. If you got that many millions, why wouldn't you help people? Bro is really trying to flex a 30 gifter score on me. Brother, you have your Cash App tag in your bio. Are you serious? You're trying to flex on me with your TikTok donation when you have a Cash App tag in your bio. Bro, I gave someone 3 galaxies yesterday just for the fuck of it. I do my shit when I feel like it, bro. You're the one claiming you're rich. How can you be rich if you don't give all your money away on TikTok? Like, bro, your metrics are actually brain on backwards stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I understand that you like to waste your money. That's fine. But your TikTok gift level has literally no bearing on anything, bro. I'm sorry. I know it's the only thing you got going for you in life, bro. but it really just doesn't matter. In fact, I didn't even think of it until you came into my chat right now. Here's a better question. If you've got such a high gift score, why aren't you giving me free gifts, bro? Where's my galaxy? If you're Mr. Generous, if you're so magnanimous, then how come you haven't given me a galaxy, bro? Are you serious? You got a 30 gift level on TikTok and you can't even drop a galley on my stream right now? I bet you cheated, bro. I bet you hacked that number. Until I see galley, I don't have proof. Baby Bull ended up going to 260,000 right here. This one we saw on our stream earlier at a pretty low market cap between 40 and 60,000 when we first saw it. It ran up to 180, fell down to 65, then bounced up to 260, bottom to 120, 226. Sensei says, I'm not claiming to be a millionaire, and if you were, Sensei, nobody would believe you because you have a Cash App tag in your bio, little bro. Let's keep locking in. We got Hema the Star. It's a little dog. Is that a dog? Thought it was a llama for a second. Topped out at 60,000 market cap. Ran up pretty quick right there. Just bonded. I don't know about this one, honestly. Bundlers is fine. Insiders is okay. Top 10's a little bit iffy. I just don't really know what I'm looking at here. This dog went from being a stray to becoming the star actor in Thailand's #1 movie. Literally came from the streets to be the country's star. Hema the Star. Okay, that's kind of nice, I guess. You guys see this? The real dog behind Thailand's hit film Gohan. Nice wick right there. Yeah, that's the crypto rap effect, bro. Anytime I pull a chart up on my stream, that shit just moons. How's my night? It's going pretty good, bro. I just took care of a lot of work. I've been trying to close down these deals. Like I said earlier, I'm a free agent on which trading platform I use. So I've been in conversations with a couple of platforms, and I just finished sending them some information. Cobb says, do you smoke? No. I've been sober since over 4 months now.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Actually, maybe 5 months now. It's New Year in Thailand this week. Nice. Happy New Year, Thailand people. Here's a coin called Maroon. Apaka Anda Insider. Brother, what language is that? Do I look like I speak that language, bro? Be so for real with me right now. Do me, like you look at me on my stream, do I look like the person that speaks that language, bro? Like full, like no offense, not trying to be culturally insensitive. I'm just really wondering where your head's at, bro. What do you recommend an average buy-in if my port is 5 SOL? I would do no more than 0.1. Honestly, I would do 0.05 if you don't know what you're doing, which I'm assuming you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, you wouldn't be asking me that question. Invest less until you win more. If 5 SOL is 100% of your portfolio, that means 0.05 SOL is 10% of your portfolio. Oh no, sorry. It's 1% of your portfolio? 1% of your portfolio? Let's see. SOL to USD. 0.05. $4. So if $4 is 1% of your portfolio, if you hit 100x on $4, you get 400 bucks. If you hit 100x, you double your port. 100 chances to hit 100x and double your port. I like those odds. Alternatively, if you invest 0.5 at a time, you only get 10 chances to hit a 10x. 10 chances to hit a 10x or 100 chances to hit 100x? What sounds better for you, bro? 6-7 at the top, 6-1 below that. To me, the main thing is if you don't know what you're doing, you're just not going to be successful. The truth is 99% of the time you're going to take a losing trade because you don't know what you're doing. The most important thing at this stage is learning, right? And because the most important thing at this stage is learning, I suggest, and again, this is not financial advice, just a way of reasoning. I suggest that you stretch your portfolio out as much as possible. You can learn the same lesson losing 0.05 that you do by losing 0.5. And when you first get started, you're going to lose a lot more than you win. So increase your exposure, increase your survival factor, especially in the bear market, by investing less until you win more. Once you dial in your strategies and you're consistently profitable, that's the time when you're ready to scale up your investments. The moment where you don't have to ask that question anymore is the time when you could start investing more, right? Football TikToker says, I've been down for a year, and just last month I've been up more than I lost. That's exactly the rationale, bro. Is you'll lose for months, years even, and then suddenly it'll all turn around. But if you don't survive long enough to the moment where it turns around, if you don't survive in the market long enough until it clicks, then you're never going to be successful. DJT wicking up with a brand new all-time high right there. It looks like it just double topped at 400K. Was the previous top. Bottoms are rising. Could see this make a sprint for 500K pretty soon. Chat seemed pretty confident that it would hit this first line, which is the 500K line. After that, the 1 million line is all the way up here. It's a little bit harder. When Hachiko pumps her? Never. That coin will never pump. Trying to keep an eye on new pairs, because this time last night is when we saw that chair coin launch, and we watched it go from 20,000 market cap all the way up to over 800,000. So that was pretty impressive. Seems like it happens around this time, and we're going into Monday. Monday is when volume will pick up. Institutions will actually open. Europe is waking up right now. Asia is already awake. East Coast wakes up in the earliest in about maybe 4 hours. DJT is the same dev as Chair? Really? That's pretty funny. This guy is pretty successful then. Let's see. He's launched a lot of these coins. These coins don't even, I can't even talk about these coins. I'm contractually not allowed to talk about these coins. I don't think it's the same guy that launched Chair, bro. I don't see Chair in this dev history. It's at least not the same wallet. KOLs did a number on this chart. Do I think Bitcoin will go to 200K? Yeah, for sure, bro, but not anytime soon. It's going to be at least a year until that happens. Probably more like 2 years. Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that antidote.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Yeah, I think Bitcoin will hit 200K probably in like 2028. That seems pretty reasonable to me. But I think people really underestimate how hard it's going to be to jump from 120 to 200. We might get caught somewhere in no man's land between 150 and 180. Jesus, this chart is terrible. Thanks for the follows, guys. I appreciate it. Man, nothing is really moving tonight except for DJT. Seems to be like the only coin worth looking at right now.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Oil's going? You mean like literally oil? It's because we're in war, bro. Here's the playlist for next week. Are you guys ready? Let me pull it up on my other screen here. Okay. Here's the playlist. So tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the United States will be blocking Hormuz. I'm pretty sure they already announced that. How? Well, we got like a bunch of big ships and shit. Wait, let me see. Okay. So, here's the playlist for this week. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA will be blocking Hormuz. At this point, Trump has lulled the market into thinking that he will chicken out every time, so everyone is setting up their longs. They expect that at this time tomorrow, he's going to chicken out, he's going to announce something different, and then they will end up making money on the pump. This time, he will not chicken out because he wants to maximize his market manipulation.
This is a crypto
Last week,
rap
the USA
exclusive.
announced a 50% tariff increase on countries helping Iran, in particular because they knew that China was helping. Tomorrow, at 10 a.m., he also announces 50% tariffs on China. So he doubles down. The market goes into pure collapse. It's a flash crash like happened last April. By Wednesday or Thursday, he magically has Iran calling for a deal. He doesn't say there's a deal officially. The markets rally. And then on Friday is the coin flip. Either he keeps bombing Iran or he actually seals the deal. That's the playlist for this week. That's directly from the Pentagon. So tomorrow we block Hormuz. Everyone thinks that he chickens out. Everyone places longs. This time he doesn't chicken out. He doubles down on tariffs, especially for China. Market collapses going into Wednesday, Thursday. Then finally the deal closes. But does the deal really close? You'll have to wait till Friday to find out. We'll see it. That's the playlist, straight from the Pentagon. Are you on a Telegram channel? I'm on a few Telegram channels. Here's a message from a Telegram channel that I'm in. This is a Telegram channel full of 65 people, 65 of some of the biggest names in the industry. 65 of some of the top founders, developers, traders, and Solana Foundation members. This is like the inner secret cabal of Solana. Here's a direct message from that Telegram group. At Crypto Rap Manager, Good and Tappy have both 15x'd since your live stream. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. It's true, chat. Both of the coins that I highlighted on my live stream about a little less than a month ago have done a 15x. I'm him. I'm him. Tappy coin currently at 400. We saw this at 20,000 market cap when we had it on stream initially. Currently at 400,000. It was an easy layup. You can see actually this line right here was when we had it on stream. You see that? That line right here was when we had it on stream for the first time. And now it's all the way up here. Then the other one is Good Energy. Good Energy we had on stream down at around 60K market cap. Again, it was this little line right here. And as you can see, if you zoom out a little bit, this coin has recently wicked up twice, $1 million market cap and $1.15 million market cap, hitting 660 on the close wick. Pretty good. Wait, your live is flagged for violent and criminal behavior?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
What? How did my live get flagged for violent and criminal behavior?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Because of the CIA level info? Bro, what? That's crazy, actually. Yo, my bad. I'm sorry for spoiling the playbook. Like, jeez. Man. That's the first time I've ever seen that in my entire life. First time I've ever gotten a flag like that. Well, chat, that's all the confirmation we need. I guess I will no longer be speaking about that level of alpha. That is really crazy, honestly. They did me dirty with that one, chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely right, bro. But goddamn, like, did you really have to hit me with a violent and criminal behavior charge on TikTok? That's crazy. That's crazy. Man, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say right now. It's the last time I talk about the Strait of Hormuz on my stream. Hema the Star just hit a new all-time high, 80,000 and climbing. This is a cute and cuddly dog. Going pretty crazy. Recently topped out at 83. So far, so great. Pretty impressive growth. War. War, please spill. Brother, what are you saying right now? What does war, please spill mean? War need... Bro, stop talking about war in my chat. We can't be doing this anymore. This is a cryptocurrency stream. This is educational, informative, financial. This is economics. This is not about anything other than that. Please. Triple T at 4.5 million after recently coursing up pretty well. All-time high at 6.57, which is not bad at all. Down here we've got Bernie Sanders at 4 million. Topped out at 6. Actually, all-time high somewhere around here at 7.5. Elon keeps posting about Bernie Sanders, which is pretty interesting. Jack Duvall liquidated his entire stack when he could have done it at twice the market cap. That's a shame. Patience is hard in this market. I was pretty bearish on that coin at that time in the market too. All holder cryptocurrency getting underwear. Have one line in the back. Yeah. Everybody in this chat needs new underwear. Every crypto investor's underwear is spoiled. I like this dog. Interesting.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
How to make millions before grandma dies. One stray dog will teach you the meaning of friendship, loyalty, and unconditional love. I'm gonna have to watch this movie with my girlfriend. Does the dog die at the end? That would be pretty sad. Poor dog. What's your P&L this month? 67 million. Kusia. 82,000 at the top, 58,000 a little bit below that. chopping up in the top of the range. Zoom out on this. We saw a coin like this drop earlier on my last stream. This is actually a serial deploy. This launched over 10 times earlier at 6 hours ago. It's the first one that seems to have stuck. Mrs. Camilla. Mimi the Bull. Random coin looks like it might actually be taking another leg up. Recently cracked an all-time high at 627. Now it's at 500K and kind of slowly snaking its way up there. It's at a really interesting spot on the chart. $67 million made? No, hell nah, bro. I didn't make 67 million. I lost 67 million. I'm down 67 million this month, bro. That's 10% of my port. I'm cooked. Look at HEMA. I'm looking at HEMA right now, bro. You look at HEMA. It's on my fucking screen. I was up 20 SOL on that chair last night. Then I was stupid and went to bed without selling. Bruh. I handed you a 20 SOL play and you slept on it? Man, you are dumb as a fucking rock, bro. You are dumb as a fucking rock. Didn't even sell a single penny. Couldn't even secure a single bit of profit. Aren't you fucking 50 years old, bro? Haven't you heard a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush? What did you think was going to happen, bro? You were going to wake up and see a coin rip up to $1 trillion market cap? When's the last time a coin has organically gone up to $1 million market cap in this market? I can't believe you, bro. You could have given your son 10 SOL to start his trading journey. He would have flipped it to 100 SOL. Instead, you didn't even get 10 SOL. Miserable, bro. Let this be a lesson. Don't be fucking dumb next time, bro. If you make profit, make the fucking profit. Take profit, not screenshots. And most importantly, bro, this is not a zero-sum game. Why the fuck would you hold your entire stack when you're up over a 10x, a 20x? A 20x. You didn't sell a single penny. The fuck do you want, bro? You want me to jerk you off a little bit while you trade? Brother, you have to sell at least a little bit. Nobody's telling you to hold your entire stack in some random shitcoin. The coin was literally a chair emoji, bro. What did you think it was going to do? You thought the president was going to tweet a chair emoji in the morning? It was a fucking emoji, man. You're lucky that you hit a 20x on that shit. I can't believe it, bro. That's disappointing. I expected you to come back and talk about how much money you made, not how much money you lost. Get your head in the game, man. That was $1,800. What can you buy with $1,800? You could have took your family on a vacation, bro. Doc says, my issue is selling 100%, not round tripping. I sold Peggy early because of that. Yeah, it's the most common mistake that newbie, novice investors make. For some reason, you guys think that you have to jump in all at once and you have to jump out all at once. Who's holding a gun up to your head and telling you to full stack trade every time? It doesn't make any sense. Human beings, we can't predict the future. If we could predict the future, we'd be making millions every day. If you full stack in and full stack sell, that means that you, if you think about what that means psychology, that means that you think that you can perfectly time the bottom of a coin and perfectly time the top of a coin. Can anybody in this chat see the future? Can anybody in this chat perfectly time your entry and exit? No. No human being can do that. So why the fuck are you trading like you can? It doesn't make any sense. That's like babies first. It doesn't make any sense. You have to scale in over time. Fees on Solana are pennies. You're not losing anything by scaling in over time. Fees on Solana are pennies. You're not losing anything by selling a little bit at a time. It is embarrassing that you guys full stack enter and full stack exit. It doesn't make any sense. Has no bearing on natural human psychology. It's not representative of the reality of the market. That this is a dynamic and ever-changing system. You can make a better decision in 10 minutes than you can 10 minutes ago. So why do you have to make your decision all at once? If you could take your decision and split it up into 10 little pieces and make it over the course of an hour, why not do that? It doesn't make any sense. I bought bull under 1 million, just set stage limits to sell overnight and woke up to 13.7 SOL. Nice, dude. That's epic. That's epic. No way they haven't pulled the plug on Baby Bull yet. Baby Bull is still going strong. 290,000 and climbing. Pretty impressive growth. Finally, I'm back in the algorithm, which is nice. Can you guys do me a huge favor? I have to put my best foot forward on the stream. I feel like we haven't been in a good place in the algorithm. I want to slingshot us. So what I need you guys to do is I'm going to end the stream and restart it right away. I need you guys to come back right away. Like literally as soon as I restart the stream, I need you guys back in here. But here's the important part. When you come back, I need you guys to like the shit out of this stream and drop many comments in this stream. Be so engaged. You come back right away and you come back swinging. You're typing comments in the chat. You're tapping the screen. I'm gonna end the stream right now. I'm gonna come back actually in like 2 minutes because I gotta go take a piss and change my shirt. Less than 2 minutes. What you guys should do is go and watch my most recent video. It's a murder mystery, crypto murder mystery. That's definitely worth watching. Anyways, I'm ending the stream right now. Come right back, and when you come back, make sure you guys are smashing that like button and dropping those comments. We need to run this up. We need to run this up. Actually, wait for me. I'm gonna go pee and change my shirt right now, and then I'll come back and we'll restart when I come back. All right. Let's get ready to rumble, chat. Let's get ready to rumble. We're back and badder than ever. Are you guys ready? So I'm going to restart the stream right now. When I restart the stream, I need you guys to come back swinging. Hit that like, hit that comment. Shows so much energy. I'm restarting in 3. Come back and go crazy. 2. I need you guys. 1. I'm restarting right now. Come back, like, comment, etc. Yo, 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 yo. What is up, everybody? This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and it's a pleasure to have you guys. We are locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar, talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. And we're locked in the trenches. Another day, another dollar. There's got to be some bangers out here somewhere. We got off on the wrong foot earlier. This coin right here is called Cooked Cat. We saw it at 20,000 market cap. Just took a wick up to 30. Migration at 33, looks on track to hit that. It's a pleasure to see you guys. Let's jump into the trenches and rock and roll. Make sure you guys are tapping that screen, dropping comments in the chat. I need you guys to go crazy right now. We got off on the wrong foot earlier, but we are back and badder than ever. Let's jump forward confidently, talking all things cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, cryptographic encryption, Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins, and everything in between coins. Options, stocks, trading, markets, leverage, etc., etc. Economics, education, whether it's XRP, BNB, Solana, Bitcoin, whether it's Dogecoin, Tron, Cardano, Hyperliquid, etc., etc. Let's get there. Let's get there. SpongeBob from Romania says, check bull. Some friend told me around 1 million that the Pepe team is behind it, and I faded. Well, the Pepe team is definitely not behind it, but it did go crazy from 1 million. Now this cat coin is rug pulling as we speak. At 34,000 it migrated and then went straight to 0. Well, this chart, just like this cat, is now officially cooked. Check on DJT. Let's go take a look. Here it is, 329. Let's zoom out a little bit. Topped out at 397, which was the most recent all-time high. It was a bit of a double top, rejected from there, but the floors are getting higher every time. 333,000 market cap right now. Seems like it might be going. Fell off. It did fall down, but it's not done yet. If it can recover from here and crack that 400K, it might be a strong contender for 500 and above. Let's keep looking around. We've got Mimi the Bull. Mimi the Bull. This is a woman version of the bull. Mumu the Bull is the classic. And you can see this right here. 71,000. Pretty decent momentum on this chart so far. Everybody's looking for a derivative of Bullcoin. Bullcoin, of course, cracking over $8 million. Everybody and their grandmama's trying to jump in on this. Everybody that missed Bull, everyone that's sidelined, just like this Romanian SpongeBob, they're all going to be looking for the next big thing. We had Baby Bull, which was another derivative, a beta play, that ended up going to over 200,000 market cap, currently cruising past 300K on a brand new all-time high. Really impressive growth on this. We've been watching this since stream 2 streams ago. 2 streams ago, we saw this down at 20,000 market cap, 40,000 market cap just before migration. And then this thing has been going absolutely parabolic since then. So there is a big appetite for bull coins in the market, and you might be seeing more and more of them, especially as that first one continues to run. I remember making 100K off of Charlie Kirk's death because I invested on coins about his top. Bro, are you serious? Whoa, thanks for the galaxy, by the way. But bro, what? You made $100,000 off of Charlie Kirk's death? Bro, what the fuck, man? Are you serious? Bro, that's fucked up, man. Because you put 10 soul? Nah, that... I'm calling Erica Kirk. Hey, Erica Kirk. Yeah, Erica, this guy in my chat, he said he made $100,000 off of Charlie Kirk's death. What? What do you mean that's nothing? You made 100 times that? Jesus Christ, Erica, where's your shame? Oh my God. How many millions? In the first week? The merch sold out?
Generational wealth.
Erica, you fiend. I didn't know you had it in you like that. Warren Buffett over here. Well, I take back what I said, bro. 100,000 actually is not that much. She made a couple million. Let's keep locking in.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Tell her to drop a coin while you're at it. She's not Melania, bro. Relax. Yeah, thanks for the galaxy. I appreciate it. Is GMGN good? It's fine. It's fine. That's about all I can say about it. I used to use GMGN a little bit. Sometime this week, I'm going to switch to a new trading terminal for the first time, chat. I don't know which one it's going to be yet, but when I make the switch, I need all you guys to come with me pretty much, so I'll look good. There's two that I'm in talks with. One of them is very popular, very common. And then the other one is actually not even released yet. I just got my hands on the demo today. It's a brand new trading terminal that a lot of people don't even know about. I don't think they've even publicly announced that they're developing it. So we'll see. Do you like it? It's alright. It's as a totally new product, like I understand right off rip that it's not going to be the best. It's not going to be as clean or as responsive as Axiom or Pump Terminal, but it is something, and they have some features on it that are pretty interesting. So I remember Padre tried to get me to partner with them before Pump Fund bought them. Well, you should have took the deal, bro. Let's keep locking in. Yeah, we'll see. This week all will be told.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Nice. I'm getting positive feedback from one side, and then I'm getting iffy feedback on the other side. No, because it was sketchy. They forced me into a Discord inside of Pump Fund Trenches and tried to force it. Well, they were up and coming at the time. I have a good friend of mine who's a top tier trader and makes hundreds of thousands of dollars every week. And he was one of their first partners. He was one of the first 5 people to use the platform, period. Same is true for me in Axiom. I've known the Axiom team for a long time through my good friend Downson, another multimillionaire in the space. He knew the team personally, and he was one of the first 5 users on Axiom. You know, you got to be aggressive when you're fighting for market share in the trading terminal space. You're not going to be successful if you don't have a lot of people using your shit. So I understand your skepticism, obviously, but check Mimi. It's going up. Yep. Mimi's up at 68,000 and climbing. Downson tweets are amazing. Yeah, Downson's pretty funny. What do you think about the news that came out against Axiom? It's hardly news. Chat, just for the record, whatever my chat says, do the opposite. So if my chat says to buy something, sell. If my chat says something's going up, it's going down. This guy just said, go check Mimi. It's going up. Second I pull up Mimi, second he sends that message, this thing drops from 68,000 down to 36,000. Whatever my chat says, do the opposite. These guys do not know what they are talking about, okay? Just for the record. Let's keep looking around. So Bull is up to 9.3 million. Actually just hit a double top right here. This was technically a brand new all-time high at 10.5 mil. Insane growth on this, capturing a lot of mind share in the trenches right now. The breakout today was the strongest show of force on this chart since launch. Didn't Axiom workers drain hundreds of thousands? It was one worker, and he drained 200,000, and he still had an all-time net negative P&L. He was one worker, drained 200,000, and still had an all-time net negative P&L. The guy was a fucking joke. Before he worked for Axiom, he worked for Wendy's and Chick-fil-A. I'm not even making that up. His resume was Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and then Axiom. Then that sick son of a bitch, he had access to the most insider information in the industry. He could see everyone's trades totally transparently. He could literally see trades before people were making them. He had a chance to front run the highest profile, most prolific traders in the industry. The guy with all of this information, with all of these tools at his disposal, he only made 200 racks. I made 200 racks by buying some shitcoin that I went to sleep on. This stupid son of a bitch could only make 200 racks while he was cheating. And then he still ended with a net negative P&L. The craziest part of the story is the guy knew that Axiom was the one that was going to get exposed in the investigation. Polymarket opened up a market for who was going to get exposed during the investigation. The guy that got exposed made more money from insider trading on that Polymarket than he did from stealing from Axiom using the tools illegally. The guy literally made a higher P&L from insider trading on Polymarket. They gave him another chance. The motherfucker was getting in trouble for insider trading, and what did he do? He insider traded the news that he was insider trading. He double insider traded. It was an insider inception. And that motherfucker still has net negative P&L, bro. He double insider traded it. He still lost more money than he made. Fuck that guy, bro. He's probably working at Chick-fil-A right now. If you guys pull up to Chick-fil-A, you go say hi to him. But funny thing about him, he's actually the one that onboarded me to Axiom. Now, I've met an Axiom team member in person one time. It's a very small team, so it's hard to meet them. They're not really active, but I met one of them one time. This was not the guy. But the guy did onboard me, technically. He's the one that signed me my partnership. He's the one that set me up in my chat. But yeah. Fuck that guy. Like, I can't even fade him. If he's going to insider trade and actually make a lot of money, then great, you know? But if you're going to insider trade and still somehow come out net negative, then you are dumb as fuck, bro. Like, you are dumb as fuck. I can't hate on somebody that's like elite, right? Like, I can't, you know, it's a hate the player, hate the game thing. This guy couldn't do either. Chat, show me some love. Tap that screen right now. Let's get up to 10,000 likes. Let's get up to 10,000 likes right now. Go and show some love. Let's hit a like spike. If everyone taps the screen for the next 30 seconds, this thing will top up. Yeah, this thing hit 289 at the top, bottomed out at 202. Ronald said, hi, you still have one of them spin to wins every night? You talking about the giveaways, bro? They're not every night, but we are sitting on a $150 giveaway that will drop sometime within the next 48 hours. Are you broke or something? Do I think Donald Jesus Trump goes to 750K? Let's go take a look. Donald Jesus Trump is currently at 298. It's kind of struggling in the top of its range. Recently did crack a new all-time high at 394. My thoughts are, if it drops below this red line without hitting 400K first, this is the range. If it hits this line first, we're cooked. If it hits this line first, it's bullish. Chat, what do we think? Put a W in the chat if you think it's going to hit the top line first. Put an L in the chat if you think it's going to hit the bottom line first. W in the chat if you think it's going to hit the top line first. Get an L in the chat if you think it's going to hit the bottom line first. What do we think? W, W, L, 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 W. Nay says low volume. That's a good observation. Volume's definitely stagnating on this. L, L, W, L, L, W, 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 L, W. Might slow cook. Might slow cook, but at this rate, that red candle developing is pretty deadly. If they can't manage to keep it over this red line, it's going to be in pretty bearish straits. So keep an eye on this one. This is a real make or break moment on the chart. It's already looking like it's going to break below this previous low. Oh, there it was. Broke below that low. This is the next one right here. It's showing a real sign of weakness on the chart. We'll see. We'll see. The chat is usually always wrong. So the chat being wrong, this thing might just send. But it's really struggling right now. It depends on how many whales are waiting in the wing to ape on this. Health Shop says, it's going to a mill. The volume usually picks up late AM. It also sends harder. Health Shop seems pretty confident. That guy makes a lot of money. Could be right. Hey, Health Shop, do you yourself live healthfully? Do you like use healthy products and whatnot? I've been trying to use more healthy products. I'm using this healthy shampoo, healthy soap, healthy toothpaste. What I need actually is healthy deodorant. That's what I need. Peptides. Peptides are not healthy. Injecting foreign objects into your body is not healthy, no matter what way you slice it. Nice. You strike me as the kind of person that takes ashwagandha and shilajit. Am I right? You probably, maybe you don't take it, but you at least sold a lot of it.
This is a Crypto Rap exclusive.
Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you all. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, Why Not? So the next major gem, the next 1000x play that you guys definitely want to keep an eye on if you want to be successful in the market, the next guaranteed free money falling from the sky. This is the most best epic play that you could ever see. GTOR, Global Trust Oil Reserve. Trust me when I say that this is going to $1 billion easily. What many people don't understand is that Donald Trump himself personally launched this coin. He personally launched this coin from his laptop in the Oval Office at the White House. When I'm telling you guys that this coin is going to be announced pretty soon to be the official tokenization of the entire United States oil reserve, I mean it. The federal government is going to start using this coin for oil. And think about how oil prices are going up right now. That means this coin's going to go up right now, chat. It's a no-brainer. In case you guys can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. If you're dumb enough to think that what I was saying is the truth, then please, please, never trade cryptocurrency again. Go back to your day job. People like me need people like you. Without people like you, there would be nobody around to shine my shoes or jack off my racing horse. I need you guys, so please go back to your 9 to 5. Please crawl back into the wage cage before you get turned into exit liquidity. I saw it when it first dropped on new pairs at millions. Anyone that touched that needed to give up. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Ape to soul, nice, bro. I'll see you at 30,000 billion trillion market cap. Bull actually just took a heavy downward wick. It fell from 9 million all the way down to 8.2. Let's go and jump in and do some deeper analysis on this coin, because this has been the most popular coin in the market for the past 48 hours. It's had a crazy God candle, as you can see on the chart. One of the first coins to wick up over 10 million in a long time. Let's zoom in on here and look at the holders counts. What I want to show you guys, first off, we'll look at the bubble maps. And what you will see is an absolute octopus of a constellation. Do you guys see this right here? This is utter insanity. This looks like an alien creature. This looks like something you would see in the deep ocean. Do you guys see what I see? This is pretty insane. Let's go to Insight X. You're in a Chinese whale chat and they're pushing it hard. Chinese aren't even allowed to trade meme coins.
This is a Crypto Rap exclusive.
This bubble maps just looks like hungry hippos. Let's look at Cabal Spy. Not a lot of KOLs here, but a lot of smart money. My favorite smart money wallet is Smart33, and he's actually in here right here. So that's interesting. Okay, let's look at the top traders. This is where things get really impressive. Take a look at this. Haken says, I made 48,000 last year. I slapped my boss and quit my job. I lost 60,000 this year.
This is a Crypto Rap exclusive.
Brother, how are you gonna apologize to your boss for slapping them? They ask, Haken, how did you lose it? Well, just for reference, Haken is bullish on Rismus. So that tells you everything you need to know. So let's look at this. 28,000 market cap, or 28,000 P&L at the top, 46,000 below that, 36,000 below that, 26,000 below that, 21,000 below that. Now here's where things get really interesting. Are you guys ready? This is crazy. All of this money that you just saw, none of these wallets have any balance remaining, and none of these wallets have any SOL balance. Here's the other crazy part. The last time that every single one of these wallets was active was literally 5 years ago. The last time that any of these wallets were active was 5 years ago. Isn't that crazy? Here's another thing. These two wallets were funded by the same wallet, so you know right away that pretty much all this money is going to the same place. These wallets were funded a year ago. The wallet's 5 years old, funded 1 year ago by the same seed funder. Isn't that crazy? Then you've got a 6 month correlating with another 6 month, and then you've got a standalone 10 month. So you can assume right away that all of these top 5 wallets are connected. That all of these top 5 wallets are pretty much from the same person. And they made 78,000, 46,000, 36,000, 26,000, 21,000. In the top 5 wallets, you're looking at over $150,000 realized from this coin. Just in 5 wallets. Just in 5 wallets. Isn't that crazy? What coin did they make that on? On this one right here, on Bull. So whose game are we playing when you enter a chart like this? Whose game are we playing when there's a multi-wallet at the top that's pulling out over $150,000 from the coin? It's not your game. This isn't organic. This isn't like you guys are all aping a coin and running it up and kumbaya, look at the community. Hell no. This is money washing at its finest. And they are washing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Isn't that crazy? It's the way it goes, chat. You guys are all the little fish in the ocean. This is a whale's playground. The best thing you can hope is to be a little fish that's swimming alongside with a whale. Look at that right here. 70,000 at the top right here. Mimi the Bull. Mimi the Bull. This one just came back, full recovery. Had a triple bottom right here, which was pretty bullish. You could see a strong resistance at the 36,000, right around migration market cap. Now this thing has just touched an all-time high. Looks like it might crack a new all-time high sometime within the next 3 seconds. And there it is. That new all-time high, 73,000, just barely above that last one. Now it either rejects hard here and tanks, or this actually keeps running. Let's go and look at the top traders and see what we can discover. All of these wallets are quite well established, but here's something that's really, really, really interesting, chat. This wallet right here, wallet number 11, it's actually the same wallet from the other coin. 5 years ago since active, 6 months since it was funded, same wallet as one of those top 5 wallets in the other coin. Isn't that interesting? Now I wonder what's going on here. I wonder what's going on here. Is this actually somebody's wallet?
This is a crypto,
or is this something else? And here it starts to become a little bit clearer. This might actually be an exchange wallet. This might actually be a Jupiter wallet, or a Jupiter exchange, a Jupiter RPC. You can see that it's got a gas indicator on it right there. That could be yeah, it's owned by System Program. Do you see that? So this is not a person's wallet. This is not a human wallet. This is an exchange wallet. Somebody's swapping for these coins on Jupiter, which is still very interesting because it's pretty unusual to swap coins on Jupiter, especially at this scale. It's actually that top wallet right there is the one that we're talking about. So most of the coins coming out of this wallet, most of the profit realized is coming out of Jupiter, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I'm not an expert of on-chain analysis by any means, and I'm probably wrong about a lot of the shit that I just said, but it seems like this is a Jupiter exchange.
Exclusive.
Which is, you don't usually see that in top meme coins. Like, for example, if we go and look at Neat, let's see if we can track down that wallet on Neat. Neat is another coin that recently ran up multi-10 million. And I doubt we'll see it. We see this one here. This one is actually different. Wait, let's go see. Is this a Jupiter? This is Jupiter too. That's so interesting. It is Jupiter, but this one is actually different from the other one.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Let's go pull up the other one. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm learning something right now, chat. Yeah, this is Gas AX5.
This is a crypto rap
And this is
exclusive.
Gas TZR. I wonder if this has to do with Jupiter's RPCs? If it has to do with their gasless swapping? Something is happening that's aggregating all of the trades through Jupiter into single wallets, which is pretty strange. And somehow these single wallets are different coin by coin. I guess I don't know enough about Jupiter's infrastructure to understand how this works. Huh.
This is a crypto rap
But the
exclusive.
top trader on Bull and the top trader on Neat, second top trader on Neat, are both, actually neck and neck, are both Jupiter gas wallets. Jupiter's making a lot of money in the trenches. Or Jupiter users are making a lot of money in the trenches. So that's all to say, that age-old adage, just use Jupiter. Just use Jupiter. Yeah, Neat looks crazy. Maybe they're swapping directly through the Jupiter wallet. I think so, and then for some reason, I think it aggregates every single swapper into a single wallet on Jupiter. Something to do with their gas or their gasless swap or the way their RPCs are set up. I'm not Zach XBT. I would have to do some additional research, but it's pretty interesting. I don't think anymore that, I don't think these are like single traders that are somehow insiders that are making a bunch of money. I think it's something technical on the back end, and it just shows up in kind of a weird way on the top traders chart. But this wallet number 2 and wallet number 3, they are
This
not.
Is a crypto rap exclusive.
They are not exchange wallets, from what I understand. Let me take a look.
This,
this one is.
crypto
Yeah,
rap
this one is
exclusive.
also Jupiter DCA. All all of the top trading wallets on this coin are Jupiter wallets. Every single one of them.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
That is so funny, honestly. This one's OKX. So this one's OKX. 1, 2, and 3 are Jupiter. 4 is OKX. And then let's see this one. This one is Pump. Yeah, this one is Pump. That's so strange, honestly. Jupiter, 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 OKX, Pump in the top 5. Huh. What do they mean by this? If they start with J, it's usually Jupiter. Yeah, but I guess so. The funding wallets start with J. The regular wallets don't necessarily. Downson just bought a coin? Wait a minute, chat. Downson, why the fuck did you just buy this? Downson,
This
what
is
the
a
fuck is
crypto
this, bro?
rap exclusive.
Why did... Wait. I got... What? Is this guy stupid? I gotta go flame him in the chat right now.
This is a crypto
Downson,
rap exclusive.
why the fuck did you buy that shit? And he just sold? What? What? He's got to be high as a fucking kite right now, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. Never trench while faded, chat. Never trench while faded. This guy is crazy, honestly. He bought $41 at 16,000 market cap and then sold $23 at 9,000 market cap. He literally instantly rinsed himself for 50%. He just reverse copy traded. All right, let me at him again. Downson. I just said, what are you doing right now? My stream is laughing at you. Look at this chat. Mimi just had a God candle breakout, 130,000. Mimi just had a God candle breakout, 130,000. We've been following this since before migration, chat. Did any of you guys catch this one? Seems like the DEX banner has now come true with the God candle breakout straight out of the PC. Let's get a W in the chat if you guys are in this one. W in the chat if you guys are making some profit on this right now. Let's see it, chat. Where are you at? Lots of W's coming in the chat. Lots of W's coming in the chat. Good to see you all eating on this. That was a crazy breakout. Now, if I was in your shoes, not financial advice, do your own research. Me personally, I would be trying to peel a little bit off the top here. Not necessarily full stack sold, but a little bit. Downson said yes. He is currently faded.
This is a crypto rap. This is a crypto rap exclusive.
My whole stream just watch you buy a blatant rug pull at 23K market cap
This is a crypto rap
and
exclusive.
insta sell at 16K for a $20 lost. Yeah, he says it was his bot. Bro, you need to fix your bot. Mimi about to dump hard? I bet it will. Gas tag wallets are intermediaries for fees or transactions routing on Jupiter. Nice. Thanks for clarifying, Doc. That's what I figured once I saw what was going on there. All right, Downson, this is the coin that you just bought, bro. We just watched on your stream, on this stream right here, everyone in the chat just watched you as you bought literally the Great Pyramid of Giza. You bought it at $41 at 16,000 market cap. It instantly went down and your bot instantly sold $23 at 9.3 thousand, bro. You bought the most despicable Mayan pyramid looking chart in the entire world, and then you just instantly rugged yourself 50% of your buy and instantly realized the sell. I'm not gonna lie, Downson. This was downright embarrassing, bro. This was downright embarrassing. This was a major aura loss. There he is, chat. He said easy money. Easy minus 50%. You fucking asshole. Jungle Boy says, what's the average net worth of one of your viewers? Chat, what's your average net worth? Everybody type your net worth in the chat right now. No funny business. Everyone type your net worth in the chat right now. Let's see it. He wants to know the average net worth of my chat. Everybody type your average net worth. Steve says half a soul. John says 6-7 million. Palm Trees says 67. Bark says 5. Saint says negative 500,000. Actually negative 5 million. B Hill says 2.58. 2.58 what? 3 million? Minus 67. 756. 47K in crypto. That's pretty good. 600K. Well done. 120K. 1432. 67. 756,345. 5.8 soul. 6 mil. Lost it all in memes. I'm not saying, but usually spend a 1K in a week or less. What are you buying, bro? 5 cents. Just made $200 off of $4. Nice. $2.58. 35 soul. 20K. Made 8 soul, losing 4 soul beforehand. 8 soul is good. About tree fitty. Nice. Okay. So it seems like the average net worth of my chat is approximately negative $50,000. Better luck next time. So if you guys have more than negative $50,000, you're in a good place. Keep in mind, average net worth of a 30-year-old American. Average net worth of an American in their 30s is approximately $325,952. But the most realistic metric is actually the median net worth, which is significantly lower at $23,000 to $91,000. Polkadot was just exploited for 1 billion DOT tokens. Oh no, Polkadot rug pulled? I had my life savings in Polkadot. Everybody uses Polkadot. 1 billion Polkadot tokens. What is that? That's like 20 cents. Go short it. Chat, you hear that? Go short it. Let's go and look at Polkadot right now. Let's look at this real time. Dot. Polkadot. They're only down 3% today for a project that just got hacked. Let's look at the 24-hour chart. There better be a thick red candle on this. It's a little bit red, but it's nothing too crazy. Yeah, it doesn't look too crazy.
This is a crypto
Good to see you, Noah. Welcome to the stream. 146,000 and climbing on Mimi the Bull. This thing is still going pretty crazy. A lot of you guys pulled profit at that last leg, but it's still climbing. I bet a lot of you guys sold your entire stack, and right now you're dying of FOMO. Like, why did I sell? Why did I sell everything? I would have been up another 30% right now. Why did I sell? Is that how you guys feel right now? I bet some of you dumb motherfuckers are gonna buy back in. Is this your coin? Hell no, that's not my coin, bro. Why the fuck would I make a coin called Mimi the Bull? Do I look like the kind of guy that's making a cartoon female bull named Mimi? Used to be an Algorand maximalist. So when did you finally grow a brain?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Right here, 250,000 on Baby Bull. We zoom out on this. Topped out at 300,000. Well, being an Algorand maximalist as your background, now it makes a lot of sense why you round-tripped your entire profit on Chaircoin.
This is a
I always
crypto rap exclusive.
chip 10% and just keep doing it on the way up. That is smart, Hellshop. That is smart. I trade kind of the same way. User 25038, etc., says, for real though, are you actually making money off this shit? Chat, put a W in the chat if you guys are making money off of meme coins recently. Put a W in the chat if you've been making money off meme coins recently. W, 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 negative W, 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 W. It's a lot of W's. Over 20 W's. John made 10 soul on chair. Nice, bro. Well done. Does trying count? In horseshoes and hand grenades, but unfortunately not in the meme coin market. Polkadot Bridge exploited for $1.1 billion, but they sold for 237,000 in ETH. That's crazy. I might have to make a story about that. User 250 says, okay, so now what then? Well, now you fucking knuck up and get a bag, lil bro. It's time for you to lock in and start making some money for once in your sorry life. What bot is this? This is not a bot. This is Axiom. AXIOM.trade. It would be a fire story because it happened like an hour ago. Yeah, but I still have to do the Justin Sun versus World Liberty Financial. Still got to run that one. And you know what's so funny, chat? So today, Justin Sun, the founder of Tron, one of the richest crypto billionaires in the world, got into a public fight with World Liberty Financial, the crypto firm of the Trump family. Here's the funny part. At Consensus in early Miami, at Consensus in early May in Miami, coming up next month, literally less than a month from now, at Consensus, one of the largest crypto conferences, arguably the largest crypto conference in the United States, both Justin Sun and Eric Trump are scheduled to speak. Both of them had a very public fight on the timeline today. Justin Sun accused Eric Trump of being a scammer. Eric Trump accused Justin Sun of being a scammer. Both of them are scheduled to speak at Consensus in early May in Miami. I vote that we just cancel their talks and we put them in a boxing ring and we have them duke it out. Hamza says, who do you think is actually the scammer? Motherfucker, the pot is calling the kettle black. Both of them are scammers. There's no question about that. But if we put them in a ring, in the octagon, Eric Trump versus Justin Sun and Consensus Miami, this is going to be the best crypto conference of all time.
This is a Crypto Rap exclusive.
There is a fake Axiom application on the App Store that stole my 2Sol. Yes, there is no real Axiom application. There is no real Axiom application. Never trust anyone purporting to be an Axiom mobile application. It doesn't exist. Well, chat, we had a big argument about which one of these lines would it touch first. About which one of these lines would it touch first. I'm going to zoom in and enhance right now because the truth is it actually didn't touch the line. Do you guys see that? It literally went just above the line. Do you guys see that? There's a gap there. Do you see that? We had a big argument over whether it would touch the bottom line or the top line. And this one literally came within a few $100s of touching that bottom line, but it did not. That is pretty crazy, isn't it? Your line's bent. Yeah, you stupid son of a bitch. It's bent in the wrong direction. It's literally bent towards that fucking red line. The real line is this red line right here. So if you want me to get rid of this, it's even further away. I tried to help him out. I tried to bend towards it. Still didn't work. Zoom out on this. What do we see? Brand new all-time high. Inches of touching this top line right here. Inches of touching this top line right here, chat. You guys said, a lot of you guys in the chat said that it would touch the bottom line first. I said if my chat says it, it must be wrong. And that's exactly what happened. Well, I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch. We've still got a half leg up before this thing cracks that top line. Remember, this line is technically on the 400,000 mark. Again, my line is a little bit bent, but this dashed line right here is the one that we're talking about. I haven't traded meme coins since Trump dropped his coin. Has anything changed? Everything's changed. Everything's changed. Yeah. The market nowadays is not the market that it was, bro. The market nowadays is not what it was. Dudes. What? This motherfucker said, dude, stop looking at me like that. My girl is next to me. Sorry, bro. You getting wet right now? Do I think this coin is topped yet? I don't know, bro. We've been fighting between whether or not it's going to touch this top line or this bottom line. And this thing is kind of fighting in the top of this range. It did technically crack a new all-time high right there. Look at Mimi. Let's go look at Mimi. Is it still going up? No, it's pretty lukewarm. You were up 40,000 on Trump coin and never looked back on meme coins. Do I reckon you should get back into it? Why, you've already burned through the 40 racks? Yeah, you could get back into it, bro, but it is a very different landscape than it was when that Trump coin came out. It's still definitely possible to make money, but it's difficult. HEMA, please.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
HEMA's fine. I actually drew a cartoon of the average HEMA investor on the chart, as you can see. So if you're asking me about this coin, I can only assume that you look like this gentleman right here. Christian says, you're rich? Christian, is the sky blue? Is the grass green? Is water wet? Why do we ask these frivolous questions of the obvious? User 25 says, do you have a Discord or something that, yeah, it's discord.gg/ynot. It's totally free to join, always will be free to join. It's been around for over 4 years. There's over 11,000 people in there. It's the best free community in crypto. They're trading in there 24/7, 365. Go give it a look. Baby.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Do I stream on Twitch? Yes, I do. I stream on Twitch, on Kick, on YouTube, on X, on TikTok, on Pump Fun. Speaking of Pump Fun, you go to Pump Fun, you look at the live tab, you're going to see me front and center. I should be, yep, there I am. I'm the #1 top live on Pump Fun, featured on the front page. Everybody can see me right there. That's nice. What's the Discord? It's right down there in the chat. Discord.gg/ynot. Do you trade solo most of the time? Yeah, I would say so. Christian says, I'm trying to get rich too. Well, brother, you're in the right market. Cryptocurrency, for many of you guys, represents the only opportunity you'll have in your life to actually escape the 9 to 5. If you think about it, your job is never going to make you rich. School is never going to make you rich. But you work really hard and you try really hard at your job. You work really hard and try really hard at school. So why? It's never going to make you rich. It's just a system of control designed to trap you in the rat race for the rest of your life. Why wouldn't you work really hard and try really hard at something that can actually make you rich? Why wouldn't you work really hard and try really hard to master the most revolutionary financial technology on the planet?
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
It doesn't make any sense. A lot of you guys, you're working harder, not smarter. Work smarter. You know, this is a totally remote industry. Anybody can be successful in crypto from anywhere in the world. There's literally no excuse. This industry doesn't care who you are, what you look like. All they care about is how much you show up, how consistent and how continuous you are. Do you have anything that we can verify that you are profitable? Chat, put a W in the chat if I'm profitable. Put a W in the chat if I'm profitable. www.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
L. Big WWW. Well, the people have spoken, bro. The people have spoken. Let's keep logging in. I'm like the TJR trades. Reen says, look at yourself. You are poor. Look at your hair and how you look. Reen, you literally can't even spell the word poor. It's a 4-letter word. You literally can't even spell a 4-letter word. You said poor, P-O-R-E, like a pore on your face. You expect me to care about your opinion? You didn't even graduate from 2nd grade, bro. You can't even spell a 4-letter word. Look at yourself, man. You're 60 years old and failing to type a 4-letter word. God damn it, you miserable bastard. Please go back to the dementia hospital. You want to know the funny thing about rich people? They have nobody to impress. They have nobody to prove anything to. Fancy haircut, well-trimmed facial hair, nice fit body. What do you need these things for? You need these things to impress others so you can have upward social mobility. What happens when you're already at the top? You don't need that fresh haircut because you don't have a boss to impress or a job interview to succeed at. You don't need that fine facial hair because you already have people that adore you in your life. You don't need to go out of your way to do all the bullshit that everyone else has to do. You pretty much can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever you want. 501 Alik says, you're the t-shirt guy in a room full of suits. That's real, bro. I can't tell you guys the amount of times I've been on business calls or in meetings where I'm wearing some fucking swag. I wear some fucking sauce, bro. And these guys are wearing suits. It just couldn't be me, bro. Why would I betray myself for a bag? I already have a bag, so I can be myself. Did you see the Alone House coin that reached 1.5 million? I did. Crazy narrative right there. They actually doxed the address of the founder of Pump Fun. Unfortunately, it's been blacklisted on every major exchange, and now you can no longer even find it. So this thing is going to trend downwards. Even though it's a really good narrative, it just doesn't have the support to get much further than this.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Foreshadowing? Foreshadowing of what? Like David Schwartz, he wears whatever he wants with long hair. Yeah, or like that, what's it, Anduril? Anduril founder. That guy, Palmer Luckey. This motherfucker right here. He low-key looked like Jack Duvall. This guy right here. You see this guy and you tell him to his face that he's broke? You would look at this guy and you would tell him he's broke. You would look at this guy and you tell him he doesn't look rich. That's what you guys are saying to him? Like, you look at this guy and you say, you look poor. Look at your hair. Palmer Luckey net worth. His net worth is 3.5 billion. So you would go and you would look at this guy and you would tell him he looks poor. And he's worth 3.5 billion. Like, do you see how your worldview is not accurate, bro? Like, that motherfucker's worth 3.5 billion, and you would say to his face that he's poor. That's funny, man. You sheeple are all the same. P-O-R-E, that's right.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
Vitalik Buterin, another good example. Vitalik Buterin. This guy right here. This geek in the llama cat t-shirt. Now we look up Vitalik Buterin net worth. 700 million. Is this guy poor? $700 million? Is that poor? Yeah, I don't know. There's a lesson in that, chat. There's a real lesson in that. The best thing you could ever be is yourself. Straight up. The best thing you could ever be is yourself. All of these people that you see that are getting rich, they're rich because they were themselves. Yeah, here's CZ. Now, CZ does put on nice clothes every once in a while. But he prefers to wear a hoodie. He prefers to go snowboarding. Hoodie, t-shirt, a polo at best. In some cases, you'll find him in a suit, like when he's on Forbes. CZ Binance net worth. This guy's worth $110 billion, chat. $110 billion. This guy. You want to know the craziest part? You want to know the best part? This guy that's worth $110 billion? Chat? Do you want to know how old he was when he started the company that made him $110 billion? How old was CZ when he founded Binance? Does anyone know? He was 40 years old.
This is a crypto.
He was 40 years old. A lot of you guys think your life is over when you're turning 30. You guys think your life is over when you're turning 40. You think your life is over as you get older. This guy is worth $110 billion. He didn't start the company that made him that money until he was 40 years old. Your life is never over, chat. It is always just getting started. It is always just getting started. Lock in. Seize every day. Every day is an opportunity, chat. Every day is an opportunity. Every year could change your life forever. Work hard. Be yourself. Never be anyone that you're not supposed to be. Seize every day. Treat every day like it's your last. You can make it. Never give up. Never give up. Your whole life could change in a year. $110 billion. Guy started his company at 40. Isn't that crazy, chat? There's a lesson in that.
Rap exclusive.
There's a lot of profound lessons in all of this. True. You could probably change your life if you stopped LARPing on TikTok Live. I'm not LARPing, bro. The whole point of everything that I just said is that you can live the dream. You can live the dream. But I'm sorry you feel that way, bro. I hope you enjoy your poverty. If nothing changes, nothing changes. That's real. Jarvis, enhance. Oh yeah, that's the face of a 9-to-5er. You can tell by his nice collar right there. That's date night. Did she like the bags under your eyes, bro? Are those Louis bags? Yeah. Do you have meditation mentors? Not really. I've meditated like my whole life. I meditated even when I was a little kid. There's a really good book that you guys should read. Though I don't read often, honestly. Not as much as I should, at least. But the one book that I read that was pretty instrumental in my meditation practice, it's actually called On Jewish Meditation by Aryeh Kaplan. The first 2 chapters of Jewish meditation. The rest of it, I didn't really, I'm not Jewish, so I didn't really read it like that. But the first 2 chapters are more general. Let's see, there's probably a PDF around here somewhere. Yeah, here's a PDF. Yeah, these first 2 chapters, which are what is meditation and why meditate, these 2 chapters, they're pretty based. They're pretty based. So yeah, check those ones out. If you're Jewish, you can read the rest of it. But if you're not, then those first 2 chapters are pretty bullish. And again, it's like less than 14 pages. Trust. That's elite ball of knowledge. Elite ball knowledge. Good morning, humble J boy. This dude really out here recommending Jewish meditation. I don't know. I'm not. There's meditation in pretty much every major discipline. You can read, for example, if you're interested in Christian mysticism, Wisdom of the Desert Fathers, Wisdom of the Desert Fathers, Wisdom of the Desert, or the sayings of the Desert Fathers. These are books on Christian mysticism. A lot of you guys are not up on your Christian history, but there was a whole generation of Christians that were subject to persecution, so they couldn't practice publicly, so they literally went to caves, and they sat in caves. Some of the most dedicated of them sat in caves for 30 years at a time and just meditated on the gospel. So yeah, if you're interested in Christian mysticism, that's a good one. There's a lot of good Christian mysticism in monastic history. What chart are you viewing? This is Baby Bull. Topped out at 331. A lot of good women, a lot of good nuns. Trying to remember what's her name? Teresa of Avila. Interior Castle. The Interior Castle by Teresa of Avila. Banger, super banger meditation book in the spirit of Christian mysticism. Actually technically Catholic. Super banger book on meditation, as you guys can see from the imagery. This is elite ball knowledge. But yeah, you guys don't read, so who cares? You can't sell financial advice without anything to show for it, little bro. Abdullah, I really don't know who you're talking to. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm not here to tell you to buy anything. I'm literally talking about Christian mysticism. I understand that you're upset because you have to go to your job tomorrow, but maybe if you weren't such a bitter, sour person, you would be spiritually wealthy, and then that would make you wealthy in real life, and then you wouldn't have to go to that job that you hate tomorrow, little bro. It's that easy. Maybe if you weren't spending your valuable, precious time that you'll never get back being a whiny bitch in my chat, then you would actually generate value and do something meaningful in your life, bro. This is the way. Oh, shit. Did you guys see that? That was impressive. AI, baby. Popping off.
This is a crypto
68,000 and climbing. Now, we've been following this since well before migration. Chopping it up between 15 and 20K. Now it's up at 68K. Did any of you guys catch this one? It's God candling right now. 70,000 right there. Huh. 75. Jeez Louise. None of you guys caught this one? Too late to enter now? Yeah, absolutely. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Why is it a bags coin? That's actually a really interesting point. I didn't even notice. I guess the fees are probably going to the guy who created the baby meme. I think they are actually paying the guy that made the baby. Chop says, yo, let's trade together. Say the coin before you buy. Chop, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Hi, which platform do you use? This is Axiom. Axiom.trade. Axiom.trade. Am I the only person who turns around every time the Crypto Rap exclusive comes on? Is it still too loud, or is it a good audio? Now this thing's up at 86,000. What's the name of the meditation book? Exclusive. Jewish meditation. It's called Jewish Meditation. Jewish Meditation by Aryeh Kaplan.
This is a crypto rap exclusive.
There's also meditation in the Bible, which was written by Aryeh Kaplan, but take it with a grain of salt because he's Jewish, writing about the Bible. 92,000 at the top here. Too loud and a little too often. I could turn it down a little bit probably. Let me take a look. Apparently the creator launched the coin himself. That's pretty interesting. Alright. Well, often is a good thing because it only ever plays whenever someone follows me. So if you're hearing it often, that means a lot of people are following me. Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that antidote. Why would you launch a coin and then direct fees to yourself? A lot of people do that. AI Baby was already launched, no? Yes, it was. But this one's different. The guy who made the baby actually launched the coin. Or at least that's the word on the street. Now, I'm very skeptical of this because it's a bags launch. And bags launches usually don't do very good. Most bags launches end up topping out maybe around 300,000, 400,000 max. So this thing probably won't last. Let's look at some of these other ones. Mimi is taking a downturn now. I think this thing might be collapsing. Let's go and look at Baby Bull. Baby Bull at 277. Still pretty good in the top of its range. Actually just took a God Candle wick up to 330, which is impressive. Let's go look at the Big Dog Bull. The Big Dog Bull was taking a bit of a retrace last time we saw it. Where is it? I don't even see it anymore right now. Where'd the bull coin go? I don't even see that shit. This coin, Rudy. AI Coach Rudy. Now, we've seen this one on the stream, but haven't really looked at it until now. We saw it chopping up between 10 and 20,000 and didn't even touch it because it didn't look interesting. Now that it's wicking up to 60,000, it looks a lot more interesting. What's interesting is this coin has been relaunched multiple times. Actually, it was launched 6 times within the past hour. It wasn't until now that it actually started running. If you look at the dev's tokens, the dev launched this same exact token 3 hours ago. And when he launched it 3 hours ago, nobody traded it. Now, a lot of people are trading it, and it just migrated. 3 hours after he last launched it. Isn't that interesting, chat? Never give up. Sometimes you try once and then you fail, and then it works the second time. Rico says, need a cook. Because you round-tripped your whole doorbell, chud, because you didn't listen to me, bro. The cook is AI Baby on bags, bro. AI Baby on bags. Nah, I feel like there's going to be a generational cook loading soon. Oh, you did? Nice, nice. There's got to be a generational cook loading, Rico. Wife House? Oh my fucking... Is this... Please don't tell me this was made by who I think it is, bro. This wasn't made... This is just a random dev made this? A random dev made Wife House? She kind of cute, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Rico, you should hit her up. Look, AI overview. This image is an illustration of a character called Chill House, which is used as a meme coin on the Solana network. Thanks, Google AI. What does he even do? Top image search result on Chill House. Whoa, Rico, look at this. That's the original Chill House. $550 on this gallery, bro. That might be a cop. DLSS off, DLSS on with the Rasmer. Oh, fuck. Wife House. No. They rug pulled Chill House's wife, chat. Oh my god. Bruh, we need a good Chill House mascot head for consensus. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We need a good Chill House mascot head. Just the head, bro. The rest of the outfit, you could just wear a gray sweater and some blue jeans and some Converse. But we need a good, full scale, with the face, Chill House head. With in the eyes, you know, in the eyes it's like see-through, so you can see through it type shit. I think that would be a banger, bro. Can we get it by Miami? We would have to start today. Like, we would have to start yesterday, honestly. The only way to get it by Miami is to find someone that's like either a furry or a cosplay maker that lives in the Miami area that could chop it up on a quick turnaround. A furry or a cosplay person in the Miami area that's good at making these things. I'm sure there's plenty of them. But, yeah. It's a little too late to ask a company to do it, I think. You'd have to go like on Etsy or something. Thoughts on Chill House? Thoughts on Chill House? Well, people always ask my thoughts on Chill House, but they never ask, what are Chill House's thoughts? Chill House, what have you been thinking lately?
Generational wealth.
Very chill. Let's keep looking around. Ask not what Chill House can do for you, but ask what you can do for Chill House. Yes. That's the spirit, brother. That is the spirit. Ask not what Chill House can do for you, but what can you do for Chill House? That is what's up, bro. Need exit liquidity on this Squidward coin? You didn't buy the fucking Squidward coin with like the 3 Squidwards running together, did you? I hope you bought the leaned out Squidward, bro. Look, why would you buy that Squidward when this Squidward exists, bro? Hood Trap X New Jazz Jerk type beat Squidward, bro. Too much lean Squidward on Rap Genius, bro. Why didn't you buy Squid Walk, bro? Have you ever heard the video, Rico, the Walkie Slush video? You never heard that? That thing bleeding to the, you know what I mean? Walkie Slush. That video is so classic, bro. Yeah, he bought the Chud version. 2 gay Chuds running together in a field. Nice one, Rico. Baby Bull died? Really? Ouch. Look at that candle. Went from 280K down to 100K in one candle.
This
Rest in peace, Baby Bull.
Exclusive.
They took it out back and they slaughtered it, chat. They slaughtered it. Baby Bull was a low-fee scam? No, bro. Everybody knows that adding baby to the beginning of a coin is the best way to make a successful coin. Don't you remember Baby Squid Game? Rico, what do you have to say to Spectre's comment in the chat right there? I can't repeat it because if I do, then I'll get banned from TikTok. Baby Chill House deploying right now? Let's do it. Finally, a real coin. 6,000-7,000 market cap at the top right here. Tell me that the Arbitrum 4-hour or 1-day chart doesn't look good. The only bull case for Arbitrum right now is I'm pretty sure Robinhood is building their entire blockchain as a layer 2 of Arbitrum, which I guess technically makes it a layer 3. So that's kind of interesting. But nobody in this market cares about Arbitrum, bro. I'm sorry. And you're really talking about the... Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. 50 times lower value than Solana? That's about where it should be. Hyperliquid was started on Arbitrum? That's pretty funny. Well, I think that says everything that you need to hear, bro. Is like, oh man, they hit me with harassment and bullying again. Bruh. I just got hit with another harassment and bullying charge on TikTok. It's a shame. Yeah, Arbitrum's down 45% in the past 3 months. That's not exactly good, bro. I think it's because, well, I can't even repeat what I said. Bro, do you even trade? No, I don't trade, bro. I just know everything there is to know about cryptocurrency from looking at it. Yeah, Rudy up to 80,000 now. Pretty impressive. Well, I got hit with the restriction, so it's actually midnight right now, which was about as long as I wanted to go. But like, you don't even check the bubble charts. Chat, put a W in the chat if I check the bubble charts. Put a W in the chat if you've seen me check bubble maps on my stream before. W in the chat if you guys have seen me check bubble maps on my stream before. And you checking them at prices way too high. Bryce or Brian or whatever the fuck your name is, just screw your brain on, bro. And on that note, I can't say what I want to say to you because I've already been hit with a restriction for bullying and harassment. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. I'm going to have to end the stream right now, but I need you guys to do me a huge favor, okay? I need you guys to do me a huge favor. So right now, all of you guys are watching my stream, right? You're watching my stream, okay? Now you click in the top left. In the top left of your screen is my profile picture. Then you click here in the top left, in the middle left. Then you hit my profile picture again. Then over here on the right, you see my most recent video. Now this is a bombshell. This is a crypto murder mystery. You guys gotta watch this video, like, comment who do you think did it, save, repost. Now repost is the most important part. It's this little share button down here. You click that and then you click this yellow button right here. Like, comment who you think did it, save, and repost, okay? Everybody go and show love to this post. It's already going crazy. There's 250 likes on this. Let's get this up to 400 likes. It's one of the most viral videos I've had in a while. So if all you guys do this, it'll go a long way. Go hit it with a like, comment, repost, save. Super easy to do. You click in the top left on my profile picture. In the middle left, click it again. And then on the right, click my most recent video. Like, comment, repost, save. Okay, again, top left, click my profile. Okay, middle left, click my profile. And then on the right, video, like, comment, repost, save. Let's get that up to 400. Where do you stand on the Wolfie loan? That'd be a good video to do. Well, I did it already, bro. Here's the Wolfie loan video. It was 2 videos before the one that I'm describing right now. Christ Impulse says, I liked it. That's all you get. All right, Christ Impulse. Enjoy getting banned forever. I will never see you on my stream ever again. I hope it was worth it, you cheeky bastard. And he's gone. I just banned him. All right, you got to like, comment, repost, and save. Just a like is not enough. Not very Christ-like of you, dickhead. Top left, middle left, right, like, comment, repost, save. Go and show some love. There's 249 likes on there, so if we just get one more, we'll be at 250. I gotta go to sleep. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. We're all gonna make it. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Until the next time, be well, take care, be safe out there. Please do me that huge favor of hitting that video with a like, comment, repost, save. See you later, y'all. Wish me luck going to